viewers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Talk the Torque with me, Desh Bechin. Joining me today is Manani Botes, the sales manager of Cargo Motors Tzaneen. So, Manani knows that spearheading a sales team requires the ability to delegate tasks, execute efficiently and effectively, and inspire others to perform their best. It involves the ability to seek out new solutions and make smart decisions quickly. She has no problem sharing knowledge with others, knowing how to bounce back from losses and embracing challenges with determination. And I guess that is why she was nominated for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards 2022. So let's welcome Manani, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hello, Manani.
Hello, Desh.
Thank you for driving all the way from Tzaneen for
Only
us.
a pleasure.
How far is it?
4 hours.
4 hours. Oh gosh, I feel so special. Thank you
I
so
literally woke up so early for you, like 3:30.
Oh, you look lovely. I mean, all these
you.
hours later.
Thank you so much.
Came with the most beautiful Mercedes. Tell us about it.
Yes, so that's the new 2022 Mercedes-Benz CLA 220 diesel.
And you're going to catch our review on this page soon. So thank you so much, Manani, for that. Okay, so Manani, we spoke a little bit off air, and I'm really intrigued about you and your journey. So let's tell our audience more about your journey in motoring.
Well, my journey in the motoring industry started in 2012. I literally knew nothing about cars, Days. Like I tell you, for me it was like a newborn baby yet to discover this new world, and I was thrown into the deep side, and still here I am 10 years later, and I feel like it's been a phenomenal journey.
Which brands have you been with? Can you take us through the brands, the companies that you worked for, your positions?
Well, I've only worked for Cargo Motors. It's only dealership I've ever worked for. I think they've got me, I've got them. We're a multi-franchise dealership dealing with Mercedes-Benz, Mitsubishi, Jeep and Fiat. Yes.
And you obviously a Mercedes fanatic.
Oh yeah. I mean, my initial says it all, MB.
And when we talked a little bit about, and I don't know when this episode is going to air, but we talked a little about the electric cars coming soon. Tell us about that.
Well, we're due to the launch of the electrical cars. We're waiting for Mercedes-Benz to announce, but we're hoping second quarter of this year, which, well, we're all waiting for. So soon. Definitely soon.
I'm very excited because I'm venturing into something brand new.
Are you?
With electric cars. It does not have anything to do with woman empowerment, but it's such an amazing endeavor that I'm entering into, so I'm so excited. So watch the space. But why don't you tell us more about your role? You are the sales manager. I'm sure there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with a position like this. Tell us about it.
Well, was a sales executive for 7 years, promoted 3 years ago into management. It's literally been quite a journey. I think I've learned so much. The role itself has taught me to grow as a person, as a woman. I mean, having to inspire other people, being a leader to other people, for me, that's the most important thing. Having to wake up in the morning knowing that you're going to make a difference in somebody else's life, and to achieve your goals and to achieve your targets, and actually targets that you set for yourself as a person. For me, it's been amazing.
How does it feel when a person takes delivery of their brand new Mercedes?
I'm actually part of it. Like I arrange all the delivery. I make sure there's flowers, there's balloons. For me, it's exciting. I mean, it's an achievement that somebody did. You've worked all these years so hard.
Absolutely.
To buy this car. I mean, Mercedes-Benz, it's literally, it's a premium brand, and having to achieve and buy a vehicle like that, for me, every delivery is so special, and I make sure that my customers are excited about it.
Well, Mercedes has always been my aspiration to own one. So when I do, and you're the only SM with Mercedes, so when I do buy my car, we're gonna make that special, right?
Proper discounts
when I'm rich enough. Okay.
Yes, no problem.
Okay,
no problem.
Manani, who's been your greatest inspiration?
My previous DP, John White, is currently one of the directors at Mercedes-Benz Vietnam.
Wow.
Yes, he's moved, and I remember him telling me, Manani,
That
that
sounds so exotic.
yes,
Vietnam.
Yes, he's in Vietnam. You know, he's been my inspiration from when I met him. I think when I joined the group, he had just came back. He's been with the brand for longer than I know, and he's always told me, Manani, in this world, you need to make sure that you strive for excellence. Yeah. There is no settling for I cannot. You need to know what you want out of life and make it happen, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Yes. Well, Miss Future Dealer Principal, I would like you accept that, right?
I do.
Receive it.
Yes, I do.
There we go. So, what would you have done because being a sales manager with this brand is already an achievement in itself. What would you have done differently in your journey to the top?
I wish I'd started earlier. Fear. I think one of the things that people have is fear that I will not be able to do this. I will not able. What if this opportunity is granted to me? Will I make the best out of it? And starting when you need to. You shouldn't be scared. We all have our journey in life, and we all know when we need to start. And when you have to do something, start it. For example, with Mrs. South Africa, I've been postponing, and eventually I said, you know what, I'm doing this. But Manani, how are you going to juggle work, Mrs. South Africa, should you get to be chosen as the winner? But it's all about setting goals and making sure that you achieve your goals.
Well, Mrs. South Africa 2022, receive that as well.
I do, amen.
There we go. You are going to do it phenomenally well. I have no doubt, because I think being a sales manager, and you have kids, right? So
yes, one child.
You forgot to actually mention juggling that and everything else. So there's a lot, and I think you're going to be an amazing ambassador for the motoring trade. Should you be chosen as Miss South Africa, I wish you all the best with that. Manani, we chatted about you being a great champion for this this platform, and that is why you accepted the invite. Tell us why.
Well, the stigma of women not making it in the motor industry. The motor industry was meant for men because it's more technical and all that. But for me, I'm not scared by that. I wasn't frightened with that, because I believe that if you know what you want, you'll be able to conquer anything. For me, accepting this invitation is to say to women out there, let's go out in numbers, let's make happen. If you want to own your own dealership one day, that's a dream of mine as well, to one day have my own multi-franchise dealership, whether I'm selling from Mercedes to all the luxury cars that you name it. That's me. I see myself in the next probably 5 years. I think 5 years is probably overrated, but I'm only 33 years old. It's not. I'd probably be by then, before I'm 45 years old, I'd like to achieve that.
Well done, and I believe that you can do it. We need more ownership, and we need more management people, women, a woman in leadership roles like that. But ownership, we need that. So do you know Marsha Mayaba?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You don't know her, but you've heard of her?
I've heard of her before.
There we go.
Yes, I think in one of your interviews, because I went through your Facebook page, and I wanted to see who you guys are, and I think somewhere along this way I found it. Yeah,
absolutely. So Marsha Mayaba is a leader in the industry as well. She was the first franchise executive, first dealer principal in South Africa 24 years ago, and eventually she became the CEO of Balo World.
Wow.
She is a leader, like I said, and she professed it and she achieved it, and that's the story of our lives, and that's the story that's the person that we should all want to aspire to be like. So that will happen. She sat here one day, she said, I'm going to do this dish, and she did. So definitely you will achieve it.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank? The fact that women are actually being recognized for their efforts in the trade. How do you feel about that?
I'm super excited. When I went through the invitation, when I received it, I was like, what? And I showed my husband, I'm like, look. He says, well, I told you, you're doing something great.
So Manani, let's talk a little bit about, you are juggling a lot right now in terms of Mrs. South Africa and, being a mom and being a sales manager. And sometimes I always feel this, my sales managers and dealer principals sitting here, I feel like they are actually moms and dads to the dealership. So,
Yes.
I mean, how many sales executives do you have?
On my floor, it's 2, one on the new and one on the pre-owned side as well.
Okay.
Yeah, due to COVID, we had a lot of resizing.
Yes,
and yes, we had 2, yeah, I have 2.
So how do you actually stay motivated? How do you stay inspired? Because you've got so many people that you've got to lead.
My son is my biggest inspiration. I make sure that when I get to work, I always excel in everything that I do because he looks up to me. And then for me to make a difference in people's lives and seeing the sales executive, because last week I had a meeting with him. I told him, this chair is too small for me. I need to move up. And I cannot move up if one of you does not take up the responsibility and avail themselves to say, I'm the next sales manager, I'm the next assistant. Yes, so that's what motivates me the most. Yes.
And what do you do in your spare time? Because you need to have some balance. And I always advise that balance between work and, and home.
I love traveling, cooking, horse riding, and I've recently joined a boxing club. I want to defend myself when needed to be. And I just love spending time with my family. That's the most important thing, my family.
Tell us a little bit about Tzaneen. I've never been there.
It's beautiful.
What is the culture like in terms of selling vehicles?
Well, Tzaneen is a small town, but when I say small, dynamites come in packages. We are surrounded by a couple of villages, your Toyando, we've got Giani, we've got your Malamulelo, all where most government officials are staying as well. So Tzaneen isn't a problem when it comes for us to sell vehicles and all that. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining our network and for being a part of us. We are so excited to have a Mercedes lady with us. You are actually the first. And we've done over 300 interviews. So
wow.
Yeah, you're very, very special.
Sure. And
your husband is right. There are over 80,000 women in the motoring trade. Out of the 80,000, you have been chosen to be the top 300 for this year in Motoring South Africa.
Wow.
So you've already won, but the voting process will start again in August, and I hope to see you at our event. Well done, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Desh. Thank you so much.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers, for watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews and content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank, and Evo by Nedbank, as well as the Talk the Torque studios, powered by Sariti Solutions, are aimed at recognizing women that are making a difference and contributing to our trade. We are not just relating stories of struggle and success. We are changing lives together. We are providing a platform to empower and uplift the women of our trade. And also, this is a place where we can share our experiences as well as educate the future generations to explore the endless and exciting career opportunities in Motoring South Africa. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk the Talk, and kindly get your friends, colleagues, and families to follow us on all our social media platforms. Viewers, let's take the unwanted stress and complications out of purchasing your next vehicle. Please visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from. We only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This newly introduced car listing portal is absolutely amazing. I'm so proud to say that I am going to be heading up the editorial for it, and it is such a user-friendly a portal and can assist you from start to finish with your car buying process. All details are displayed on the screen, and there's a link in the caption of this video. Ladies, I just want to leave you with this little thought for today. Ladies, leaders are born, not made. Please remember that a leader is someone who values the goal over any unpleasantness or the work it takes to actually get there. A leader is more than just tenacious, resilient, and full of courage. A leader has strong communication skills and the ability to amass a team of people towards a common goal in a way that the entire team is motivated and works effectively to get there. A leader earns the trust and respect of their team by demonstrating positive work qualities and confidence, then fostering an environment that multiplies these values through the team. And on that note, I would like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.